Hey, good morning. What a beautiful Monday morning here at RevSpike.com. So glad that you're here joining. This is going to be a fantastic week. I'm looking forward to the topic we're going to look at and just consider this week. Man, this week we are going to be exploring history. I know some of you are like, oh, history, I didn't do very good in that in school, or history. One of the things I loved about history was that it was consistent. It didn't change. When I learned who the first president of the United States was, he was always the first president of the United States. So history is one of my favorite subjects because none of the data changed from what it was. Now people rewrite, people revision, people do different things, but the reality is the truth of history is in its staying power. One of the things that I've realized, there's several things we're going to look at this week, but one of the things that I've realized is that people can look at history from several different perspectives. Their own personal history, maybe their family history, maybe the environment they're in, whether a church history, or a company's history, or maybe their city's history, or their state's history, or the nation's history, or the world's history, or even eternal history, or spiritual history that's been ongoing. Most people, though, in all of those contexts, usually are consumed with either their personal history or their family history. And those usually have the greatest effect and impact on who they are now and who they will be. You know, one of the things that's got me not nostalgic, but just considering all things, is that Church of the Harvest is celebrating this past weekend and next weekend 20 years of being a church, being alive as an organization, as the body of Christ joining. And so it's giving us time to reflect and consider. You know, and I've got to be a part of it for about 19 of those years. And so just the interesting perspective and exciting elements that happen when you are a part of history, when you're a part of something that now has grown to a place that it wasn't once was. You know, in your life, the same is true for each of us as individuals. We've got our own personal history, and that's why people are most consumed with their personal history, is because it is what has really got them to where they are today, and it is the best projector of where they'll go in the future. And so what we want to do is just look this week. Oh man, there's just all different kinds of things we're going to look at and learn from history and see how it can propel us forward into the great future that God has for us. Listen, we don't want to live out of our past, but we sure want to benefit from all that our past can reveal about who we are, reveal about what God has for us, and give us understanding about decisions we need to make for the future. Listen, history is a great asset in our life, whether it's a good history or a bad history, whether you're fond of it or you just want to put it all out of your mind. History is a fantastic tool for you and I to utilize and access to know where we get to go in the future. And so I'm looking forward to this week and exploring some different things about history that will set us in motion to walk in the fullness of all the good things that God has for us. It's going to be a good week. Listen, I know you're going to enjoy it. Leave a comment. Leave something about your history. Leave something about the heritage that you come from, and just share something with someone that'll be an encouragement. All right, have a great Monday. Talk to you later.